Okay, I want to talk about how to let go. Um, Let go of things. Why is it so important, by the way? When you let go, actually, you start drawing whatever the results. If you're a business owner, if there are certain sales or certain customers, or sorry, there's a car. Or if you want revenue from your business, yes, plans and actions are important, but what's most important is to let go. Let go of the results, let go of um, let go of how it should happen. Because when you try to hold on to that thoughts, that means you're resisting. So you're actually not receiving what you are supposed to receive by doing this business, by having this relationship, by starting this project. Or look at that, there is a nice family behind me. You don't get to receive all of them. Then you're constantly struggling, and especially relationship. And what happens is you start chasing. You start chasing the results. You start chasing the money. You start chasing the results. You start chasing the relationship. You start chasing your boyfriend, girlfriend, wife, whatever, friends, or group of people, or certain people, and you start idolizing them, and you start putting them on the pedestal. Uh, Not just a relationship, but money and the lifestyle you want to have. That's your that's not actually who you are. And by being that's actually your ego. A lot of people say that. And your body, it's not your soul, I guess. What happens when you are in your body and mind too much is you start resisting. And by resisting, you start your business go fall apart, and your relationships are falling apart, and you start losing the sight of the life, and you start feeling sick, or you're something like your health that affects your health. I know there are people laughing, and your health starts struggling. So um, so that's what happens. So if you don't know why you are constantly on the bumps, I guess, on the road, and why your relationship is not working, why you keep chasing people, why you keep chasing the dopamine, the followers, and why you're thinking, why am I not getting those things? And why is my business struggling? Why is my relationship struggling? That's because you're not letting go. You're not letting go. It's good that you're making actions and you're doing things, but you're not letting go of the results, and certain things should happen, and then you constantly worry. You're worrying because not because worrying about it would make things better, but because you are addicted to your cortisol. Yes, people get addicted to cortisol. So when they worry about things, they makes them feel better, because they think that that's going to help them solve the result. But in reality, it's not, because you're not actually, your mind is very strong. So if you don't let go, then your mind closes up, and you get trapped in your mind. When you get trapped in your mind, the universe, God, whatever the force, would not give you what you want. Actually, what you want is not what you want. It's funny, when you let go of what you want, you actually get what you want. That's kind of a weird thing. But anyway, what I'm trying to say is, then how do I let go? How do I let go of the things and then actually receive what I want? First of all, you should stop focusing on what you want. What you want is not actually what, yes, you can visualize, you can do, law of attraction, you can visualize, you can work on your mind, healing, whatever, but you got to let go of this, perception of what you want. That's your ego. Your wants are actually programmed by the outside. It's not from you. It's not from soul. Then what happens is you get fixated on what you want. then that means once you get what you want, you will feel better. Once my business goes well, I'll feel better. Once I get this money, I'll feel better. That means it's conditional, and you seek outside validation. When you seek outside validation, that means you are actually telling the whole universe, into the force, whatever, the flow of the energy, you're actually claiming that you're not enough and you don't need it. I hope that makes sense. So it never comes to you. So what you have to do when everything really goes well and really flowy, like it flows and things just flow into my life, that's when I really let go of what I want. So what do we have to focus on in order to come back to our soul, and our real self? I watched the documentary with Samadhi. If you want to watch it, it was just recommended. I don't know if you resonated or not, but you gotta let go of that egoic self, that personality, who you think you are, who other people think you are, and your title, your status, whatever, your body. You have to let go. So you have to focus on your soul. That's how you receive. That's how you draw the success you want and the relationship you want. But that's not the point of focusing on your soul. Those things happen, but the key is just focus on your soul, so you can let go. Does that make sense? So how do we do it? We focus on what our heart says, what our heart desires. How do we do that? Yes, I am leading you to this point. If you really want to discover what your heart desires, what your heart desires is not what you want at all. What your heart desires is what your soul screams at you that they need, but you're not giving your soul that. So you start creating this because of this lack that you have inside of your soul, your heart. You start seeking outside validations, means what you want, which you will never get. You keep fixating on that. So you got to focus on your soul. And how to focus on our soul is you focus on your heart. And if you really want to discover what your heart desires, not what you want, then join my Facebook group. It's wait a minute. facebook.com/group/we.r.heart.followers. The link is in the comment or in the description, so you can just click on it and then join my Facebook group and discover what your heart desires, so you can start letting go and things flow in. I hope that makes sense. And I hope your soul shines today and your heart is light, and I'll see you next time.